So this was actually one of my most favourite things I've made. I probably made it like 7 years ago now. It's even starting to collect a bit of dust. But this was made with Pepakura, out of cardboard and fiberglass and body filler. So I used the same techniques from the 3D printed ones with finishing it, but getting the original shape using Pepakura, cutting out lots and lots of little bit of cardboard pieces and hot gluing them together was a really tedious job. But this was the first helmet I'd ever made. It turned out pretty good, to be honest. I was pretty pleased with it. Now bear in mind, I made this suit 7 years ago, so my camera skills weren't the best, but I took some pictures along the way so I can run through kind of the process that I did. So we kind of start off, obviously like I said, with the Pepakura files, where we've cut them out, we started sticking them together. So this is starting off with half of the helmet complete, and you can see the back isn't quite finished on that picture, so that side panel with all those details probably took me a couple weeks to finish on and off. Going on to the chest piece, it was actually made up of really big pieces, so that finished in a couple days. Like one half of the chest is probably 2 pieces of card. So although it was the biggest, it was actually the easiest piece to do, so that was actually quite fun. That's the finished helmet. This is the first test fit of the helmet and chest, which I was proper excited for because it actually started to look like the real thing. And once all the pieces were made, obviously you got to lay them out and get a feel for what you're making, really. First time I laid the parts out like that, you get a good idea of how big it is. It's actually life size, because when they're all separate, you don't get an idea in your head. I actually made my own mannequin for this with moving joints, so I could pose him how I wanted. I know in that picture it's a wooden frame, but I did actually put like a tracksuit and bottoms on him. So this is the details that I added on this that wasn't in the Pepakura file. That's just thin cardboard that I think I took some reference pictures from Combat Evolved, but I mean it's pretty much do what you want with it. It's the back, so not many people are going to be looking at it anyway. Again, that's just showing you when I added that magnetic camera mount. First layer of paint after the body filler. That was the closest green I could get from Wilco at the time. And went in and added the black details as well. You can see there I also added the bolts in the sides to add a little bit of my own hardware to make it a little more genuine and realistic. First layer of paint on the rest of the suit, all the same colour obviously, kind of Master Chief green or closest I could get. Then I'd go in with the black afterwards and do the 117 template, and I did that with masking tape and a sponge, just dabbing the white paint on. I also added the UNSC on the right shoulder. There are quite a few things on this suit that I added as my own little details that aren't accurate to the game or anything. I just thought they looked cool, I liked them, so I added them. Again, this thigh piece, I went a bit overboard with this, to be honest. I think I had a bored day. Just added these details with bits of foam. I just thought it was a little bit too plain, to be honest. Now this is when I started adding the visor. So you can see I've cut out where the original cardboard visor was, pushed some acrylic plastic up into the helmet and traced where the visor needs to be cut. Formed it into place and body filled around the edge of the visor to make a seal. And that was painted black before I put the visor in, so I didn't get any paint on the actual plastic itself. So this picture is before I tinted the visor, and this picture is after I tinted the visor. And I know it's not curved like in both ways. I know it's a flat curve, but I was happy with that at the time. Still am happy with it, to be honest. And that's pretty much the finished suit. Standing in my bedroom on my mannequin with a Velcro gun on its side, you can just see. With the close-up of the boot there, with again added details. I did add battle damage on this as well. Some silver scuffs where it looks like the paint has come off, the green paint has come off, with blue for the Covenant blood. This is the first test fit once it had been painted, and it actually fit perfect at the time. I've way outgrown it now, this was the first and only time I tried on the whole suit, which is a shame because I was planning on wearing it to Comic-Con, but never got round to it, to be honest. It's just started collecting dust, and had a little photo shoot outside for one of Andrew DFT's videos. Actually, he asked everyone to send in a video of their project, so I sent him a video of my Halo suit with some of my helmets. And yeah, that's the finished suit. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a quick run through of one of my old projects that I never made a video of. This was pretty much what got me into helmet making and 3D printing, so it was a good kind of stepping stone, starting off in the right place. Modelling things by hand gave me the skills for filling and sanding, or started to give me the skills. And on to my current project. I'm doing a Mandalorian helmet. I'm going to leave a little bit of a sneak preview of what I'm up to at the minute, and a video of that will be coming hopefully in the next month or two, so keep your eye peeled for that. But yeah, thank you for watching.